Thanks for joining us on NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Nichole Berlie. And the overall threat of the Chinese Communist Party, a new Congressional Select Committee focused on that. It's holding its first hearing in primetime tonight. The initial focus will be on China's human rights violations, but also examine threats from China's military, stopping the spread of China's propaganda and economic dependency on China. So joining us now, On Balance host Leland Vittert. Leland, always great to talk to you. A lot of focus recently on China. We have the spy balloon. We have COVID origins. We have support of Russia. We have tensions with Taiwan. All of these things. Why the focus initially on human rights violations?
There's a desire to paint the Chinese Communist Party as evil beyond words. It's one thing to challenge the United States. It's another thing to offend our values. And perhaps the way to look at this is imagine, and I think you're going to hear some at least parallels. Imagine if all of a sudden in 1937, 1938, 1939, there were congressional hearings about what the Nazis were doing to the Jews and what they were going to do, and that the camps were being built, and this was their plan. Suddenly the threat looks different, the enemy looks different, and there's a big part of this hearing to convince the American people that the Chinese don't believe in the same rules we do. They don't play by the same rules we do. They don't have the same desires that we have. They don't value the same things we have. And for the first time, America faces an adversary, certainly for the first time since World War II, that has the ability to challenge America's ability to be the world superpower.
So, you know, I went through all of those topics.
I could keep going. We've got the farmland. We've got the stealing U.S. technology.
And
we've got stealing military technology.
Are more familiar
we've
with.
got the police stations.
When will we get to this? Exactly, the police. I mean, I was reading on that today.
Right. So we can keep going on and on and on. We have them spying on Congress. We have them taking over American universities, on and on and on. Again, this is a multi-part, rollout of hearing after hearing after hearing. They're taking a page out of the January 6th committee playbook. And I think Republicans probably want to have their own primetime hearings because Democrats did in the last Congress. Personally, at 7 o'clock, I prefer to watch either my show or some trashy rerun on Netflix. So whether or not the American people tune in the way that Congress really wants them to, who knows? What's interesting, though, is you've got this juxtaposition, right, of the hearing room at 7 p.m. Eastern time when Americans are eating dinner, and then you've got the White House. And we're in a case where Congress is far more hawkish, even on a bipartisan basis, than the White House is on China.
I know. That was the other thing I was going to bring up, the fact that there is this, bipartisan support for this hearing. All right, Leland, I know you'll be talking about this tonight at 7 o'clock. What else are you covering?
We've got Mark Green, longtime member of the military, now in Congress, about actually what can be done, because the old rule book, the Constitution, says that it is the commander-in-chief who sets foreign policy. So what Congress can really do is limited here. We're going to also get into the shooting in Alabama and whether Brandon Miller should still be able to be playing on the University of Alabama basketball team. The mother of the victim in that shooting is joining us tonight.
Yeah, people feel strongly about that one. All right, Leland, as always, we thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.